I finally bought my first authentic jersey when the NBA announced that they were coming out with remix jerseys, bringing back older city jerseys because they ran out of ideas. I knew that when it was announced that the Valley jersey was coming back, I was going to make that my first authentic jersey I've ever bought. So I was really excited to get it. I had a bunch of Nike gift cards and found a discount. So I didn't pay retail price, but gonna go over the differences here in this video. I think obviously the main difference is the price point. So with an authentic, it's typically going for $200. You're supposedly getting superior quality, going to get what the players are getting on the court versus a Swingman, which typically retails for $120. But what you typically can get them for cheaper because of sales that are happening on Fanatics or NBA.com. That's typically what I get. I usually wait till they go on sale and then get them for a much steeper discounted price. But with the Valley jersey being so popular, the last 2 times it was out and selling out relatively quickly, I knew that I was probably going to make this purchase when it was announced. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in and show you the differences that I see with the jersey, specifically on the jersey. So as you can see here, I have the Swingman on the left and the authentic on the right. So obviously the Swingman is from the original run. Actually, Kelly Oubre never wore that jersey. He got traded even though he was in all the promotional marketing materials in that Chris Paul trade. So just looking at it, I think the main thing you see here on the back is this part of the jersey, which just went out of focus. So you can see here that is specific to Authentics. It's designed to help with the shooting motion range. So if you look here, there's no seam like there is on the Swingman. You see it up there, there's a Swingman, but then it has the seam right there as well. So that seam is designed to help with the shooting motion. So I think that's obviously the biggest and most notable difference when you're looking at authentic versus Swingman. Then, going here, you see with the Swingman, this is all heat pressed here, but here it is sewn, or at least has the appearance of being sewn. You can see the little detail right there of it being sewn in with the number here as well. So, looking at those, I think those are the 2 big differences when you're looking at the back of the jersey. Now I'm going to go switch to the front of the jersey. Looking at the front of the jersey, obviously when you get closer, you can see with more detail how everything is. So, you've heat pressed, you have the white underneath there. With this little swoosh, it's heat pressed and almost a vinyl feel to it, where when you're diving in with the authentic, this is stitched, this portion is stitched separately. It's not one kind of piece included in this. It's stitched on there, that's stitched on there. I think what's really interesting, you can see right here, at least with this Valley jersey, it's almost a separate piece. And when you look behind it, it's all white behind there, designed to show off, obviously the Valley Camelback Mountain feature there with the pixelated ombre colors going on. So, when you're looking at that, those are probably the 2 biggest differences to the eye when you're looking at these jerseys. And then the material, it definitely feels like it breathes a lot better. You can see here all the little holes in there, where this one, it feels heavier. It doesn't feel as light as this. I don't know if you can really tell with this video, with the shiny material versus the more matte black option there. So I think that's what you look at when you're looking at authentic versus Swingman. My final verdict, as someone who likes to collect a lot of jerseys and doesn't really particularly care about the authentic piece of it, I don't think I'm going to keep buying authentic jerseys. It's very cool to have one and be able to look at it, check it out. Maybe eventually I'll get it signed. Frankly, I'm one of those people who, when I get a really nice thing, I'm afraid to use it. So I think that I won't be wearing it out. The other thing I had read about was that authentic jerseys run a little tight, so I actually went a size bigger, and I found that it's a little too big for me. So I think that, buy your size. I also like them a little bit more form-fitting. Some people don't. So if you're not one of those people, definitely go up a size. But overall, I will probably continue to buy Swingman jerseys, but it's definitely a cool thing to have in the collection, and I'll definitely enjoy it, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get it signed by Booker. Let me know what you think. Do you like Authentics versus Swingman? Do you prefer Swingman? Are you just looking to get the jersey that you want at the best price, or do you care about the Encore product? Let me know in the comments.